Hello, I'm Stevie Haynes-Gould and I'm a touring wardrobe assistant for the Welsh National Opera. To celebrate Pride Cymru and Pride Month, WNO have asked me to gather 6 of my favourite costumes that I think represent Pride. My colourful colleagues here have been arranged by myself and my wardrobe colleague Beth and Kelly, who's helping me film this today. As you can see, we're representing the Pride flag, which is the rainbow flag. And the rainbow flag has been a symbol for the LGBTQ+ community since the late 1970s. So, without further ado, let's start with the top of the rainbow. For the colour red, I've chosen Cunegonda from the Candide section of the 2015 production Chorus. Chorus featured 25 different scenes from a selection of operas and operettas, and was the first production that I worked full-time with the company. I think this piece represents Pride, as it's very much the life and soul of the party, and my favourite part is its silhouette. It's old Hollywood glamour, and on soprano Leslie Garrett, it looked stunning. Interesting fact, a previous production of Chorus was one of the last productions ever done at the Cardiff New Theatre, before the WNO moved to its current home of the Wales Millennium Centre in 2004. For orange, I've chosen The Speaker from Magic Flute in 2005. Why I've picked this particular piece is its unusual colour. Quite often you'd see an outfit like this in grey or black, but you wouldn't see it in something so bright, and it really stands out on stage. Why I think it represents Pride is that in this production of the Magic Flute, the male and female choruses and some of the principals are in exactly the same outfit, so it's very gender neutral. My favourite thing about this particular piece is its detail. The white accents on the hat and on the coat make it stand out from all the other orange priests in the production. An interesting fact, Kevin Pollard, who designed this production, based his designs on a painting by Magritte. For the colour yellow, I've chosen Helen Archdale. Helen features in a new piece of writing about the life of Lady Rhondda in a new production called Rhondda Rips It Up from 2018. This particular production featured an all-female cast, and as one of the only men in the wardrobe team, I felt very privileged to work on this production. Why I think it represents Pride is Helen is based on a real person who entered into a same-sex relationship in the early 20th century when it would not have been acceptable. My favourite thing about this particular piece is its simple and elegant design, and sometimes that is the perfect outfit for Pride. An interesting fact about this production is that it had an all-female cast, as I mentioned, but it also had an all-female creative team. And for a small-scale production, it was a very busy show, and that is even compared to Chorus, which was a main stage production. I'm very privileged to have worked on it. For the colour green, I've chosen the Marquis from the 2013 production of Lulu. The reason I've picked this particular piece is that he's the snappiest dressed crocodile I've ever seen off stage or on stage. And in the original Pride flag, green represented nature, which brings me on to my favourite part, which is the crocodile head. It was based on realistic models, and an interesting fact, the colours that I've chosen for this production were based on metallic Easter animals that the designer, Marie-Jeanne Lecker, brought with her to the workroom during the beginning of the production. For the colour blue, I've chosen the Marschallin from Der Rosenkavalier in 2017. I've picked this particular costume because she is royalty. She very much makes a statement when she's on stage, and this outfit definitely fulfills that. I think she represents Pride through her colour palette. It's very harmonious, and the original colour blue on the original Pride flag represented harmony. To show you my favourite part of this costume, I'm going to ask the Count Almaviva to look after that for me. And it is her Erte style long coat, which is just glistens and gleams and glides when it goes across the stage, and it's absolutely perfect. Interesting fact about this production, the Rosenkavalier represented the first of many co-productions with Bonn, Germany and the Welsh National Opera. For the colour purple, I've chosen Count Almaviva from The Barber of Seville in 2016, which formed part of WNO's Figaro trilogy. I picked this particular costume because it's quite flamboyant, but it's also subtle. And purple very much represented spirit in the original Pride flag, and the Count is high-spirited and will do anything for love. But my favourite part of the costume is the jacket, which is embossed velvet, which changes as it travels to the light, and is very tactile. Interesting fact about this production, Sue Blaine, the costume designer, designed all 3 of the shows in the Figaro trilogy, was also the original designer for the cult films Rocky Horror Picture Show and The Draftsman's Contract. Well, since we've got to the end of the rainbow, I thought I'd do a quick costume change. This little number is borrowed from the 2012 production of Cozy Van Tutti. It was designed by Max Jones, and this was the knife thrower's costume, was worn by George Newton Fitzgerald, who's from our chorus. Well, I'm Pride ready, so I hope you all have a fabulous time and enjoy your Pride however you celebrate. And happy Pride, everyone!